everybody. Welcome to another episode of An Intellectual Dopeness presents Tarot Wisdom with Santi. And you guys, this video is well overdue. I did take a little break away from doing the tarot readings within the past year, like 2000 and like the end of 2017 throughout the year 2018. It was very, I don't know, a lot of unexpected changes happened for me that I was not expecting. And I feel like a lot of things got beyond my control, and I just had to kind of let go of a lot. And I relocated, I had a lot going on, and I just kind of steered away from the tarot readings because also I found myself kind of being a little obsessive about reading kind of deep into tarot so much that it kind of took me out of the element of actually acting and going out into the world. Like I would get caught up in tarot scopes, next thing you know, I done watched all the videos and the day done flew by. So I had to kind of break away because I mean, anything that you obsess over or becomes, a habitual, can become unhealthy if you overindulge in anything. It can become unhealthy. But I've been called to get back into the tarot. I've actually been getting back into reading the tarot scopes. I feel like a lot of things resonate with me now. I think I've done a lot of growing, and I'm just in a new phase in my life where I'm becoming more in tune with my spirituality more than ever before, and I've just been drawn to it. And I feel like there's some people out there that also is in need of clarity from the universe, and just when it comes to our guidance and how we move forward, sometimes we need that spiritual guidance to kind of bring things from our subconscious to our conscious awareness, because at times sometimes we like feel like we know the answer, but then we question whether I think it's that heart and mind conflict when you go back and forth with logic and just how you feel about it emotionally. And to me, I feel like the tarot is almost helps you with that balance, because there are two sides to every coin, and we do exist in a world of polarity, which there's always going to be two ways that you can look at something. And with tarot, it does help you get that guidance, and so you can see both perspectives on a situation, and then you can be that final deciding factor on which way you want to move, because ultimately we have free will to do as we wish. So with that being said, I want to start this reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said before, if you resonate with this message, then please like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment below and let me know how it resonates with you and what you may be going through. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get these cards. We're going to just pull 3 cards, and then our 4th card will be at the bottom of the deck, and just kind of see what kind of guidance we need to receive. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Light workers and guardian angels, and all of the gods and goddesses of our ancient times that have always been around to give us our guidance, to guide us towards our higher selves, and to show us and help us, guide us along our path, because we all come into this world with a destiny. And so sometimes we stray away off of our path, and this is always a good source to be able to help us get back onto our path if we've been led astray. So we're going to go ahead and get this reading started. Messages. Thank you for the clarity and understanding and giving Ten of Wands and the Four of Wands did come out reversed. Okay. You guys, this is looking like a love reading. This is looking like a love reading to me, but it can also be relative to other factors in our lives. But we will just start with the first card that came out, which was the Three of Swords. Okay. So the Three of Swords could reflect heartbreak or disappointment. You know, maybe we've been focused on the wrong things. Maybe, you know, our minds have been conflicted with um, multiple things, and, you know, and it's kind of burdening us because of the way that we're looking at it. Um, you know, the three of swords. With this being a swords card, it is representative of the air element, which can be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Um, but ultimately, it's reflective of like the spiritual realm or our emotional intellect, I guess I would say, because it has to do also with the heart. So sometimes our head and our heart are not at balance, and so it causes internal conflict. And that's what some of you may be going through right now is internal conflict because of all of these conflicting ideas that may um, go against, you know, your emotional well-being because, you know, you're conflicted, it's creating anxiety, and, you know, it's just something that you'll have to sort out and work through, and maybe limit, you know, some of those ways of your belief system. You know, sometimes, you know, air can have a lot to do with that, the belief system, your thoughts, and, you know, you may be having some unhealthy thoughts or unhealthy belief system, and so you're going to need to balance the mind and the heart and find some stability and some balance and groundedness with the things that you're thinking so that way you can heal yourself. Because if you think about it, our emotions are geared from our emotions are powered by our thoughts, right? So when we think about something, then the feelings follow after that. We think about how our bills might need to be paid next week, and maybe we are, you know, needing to scrounge up some funds, you know what I mean? Well, because of that thought, now you're thinking about that, and now it's causing all kind of conflict because there's multiple bills that need to be paid, and you only have half of one of them, and you're trying to figure out how to get that money together to make sure everything gets paid. But sometimes, like I said, it's all about the way that we look at things. That if we're constantly thinking about all these things that we're worried about, of course it's going to weigh heavy on our hearts. So, you know, some things are beyond our control, and like I said before, we're like always trying to control something. Sometimes you gotta let go and let the universe go to work. You know what I mean? Or if you are going to have these thoughts, just the way that you look at it needs to be different. So it's not creating anxiety. Like, it's okay to be a problem solver. It's okay to reflect on what needs to be done. Maybe we need to take some of those things and we need to write it down so it's not in our head and on our mind and cause anxiety because we're constantly thinking about, oh yeah, I need to do this, I need to do that. So, you know, some things that you may be able to do to help yourself get out of this energy is plan, get those thoughts off your head, write it down, and then go back to it and just mark everything off your list as you can actually do it. And the things that you can't do, give it some time until things work itself out, and then do that. You know, but right now it's weighing heavy on your heart. This is also reflective of, like, if you're in a relationship, there could be a third party involved, well, that's normally like the three of us, but you could have, like, the matters of the heart conflicting. Maybe you could be thinking that could be going on, if you are to have a love relationship, maybe with an Aquarius or a Gemini or a Libra. So that could be something that's going on as well. So just to put that out there. And then the next card is the Ace of Cups. And Cups is all about emotion. It's the water signs. It's Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So those are your water elements. So this could be representative of that, or embodying that energy of emotion of water. But the Ace of Cups is all about renewal and, maybe a new way, or something has entered your life that has given you a new way of feeling, a new way of looking at things. And so in turn, it is giving you emotions that you've never felt before. It's something new. And, with you overcoming and balancing out that conflict between the mind and the heart is definitely going to give you a better way of feeling. Like, it's going to give you your healing, and it's going to allow you to move forward in the way of benefiting you. Because I'm sure you understand the concept of the law of attraction, and so the things that we put the most focus on are the things that we manifest in our reality. So if you're so caught up in your idea being conflicted with your heart, or your mind being conflicted with your heart, and you're always thinking about the things that give you anxiety, you're going to create more confusion and conflict and anxiety in your life. So this Ace of Cups is all about moving into a new way of thinking and balancing out your mind and your heart, so that way you can experience the new way of feeling that's going to benefit your well-being, that's going to attract the things that you really deserve to attract into your life. Because we all have hopes and dreams and aspirations that we want to pursue, and those are the things that when things start getting hard for us and we start feeling conflicted, we need to just change the channel in our minds and say, you know what, today I ain't feeling this right now. I'm not feeling this energy. Let me start writing down my goals so I can keep my eye on the prize and change my focus around. And then in turn, with changing the way that we're thinking, we're changing the way that we're feeling. And, it's going to bring us renewal in our moving forward, in the way that we are pursuing things, because we feel better about it. So we're moving forward with a better perspective that's going to ultimately lead us closer to our goals, okay? So keep that in mind, you guys. Don't allow that conflict to just be so overbearing that you're not able to move out of this energy. Because once you do move out of this energy, the Ace of Cups is coming. That clarity is going to come. That inspiration is going to come. Because inspiration comes with good vibes and good energy, and being hopeful, and being grateful for all the things that we've accomplished in our lives, and reflecting on our blessings. That's what's going to bring inspiration to us, to make us feel better about some of the challenging things that may be going on in our lives. Because even blessings come from challenges, right? Our lessons come from challenges. So even the hard and the rough times are necessary. So that's something that we always have to do. And so the following card is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is all about, so the Wands, first of all, is the fire element. So you have Leo, Sagittarius, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, right? So um, you could be embodying the element of fire. And fire is all about passion and action and fast movement. But with this guy here in the Ten of Wands, he is carrying a lot on his back. So you could have a lot going on right now. You could be having multiple things, but as you can see, there's only not all of those wands have blooms coming off of it. Some of them don't have anything growing from it. And so this all boils down to what I was saying about the Ace of Cups, like compartmentalizing, breaking things down, writing it down on a piece of paper, and eliminating some of those things that are beyond your control. And the things that you can control, and the things that are flourishing and blooming um, from you nurturing and growing these things that you're working on, it'll allow you to relieve some of those burdens that you're carrying, because you're just carrying too much. You have a lot of responsibility. You have a lot on your plate, and this Ten of Wands is all about removing some of those burdens that you're not reaping any benefits from, because you could be manifesting a lot more by removing some of those things that is taking up time but not really benefiting you in your growth and your development. So it's all about picking and choosing what is going to be priority to you, so that way you can fit more important things at the top of your list, and then the things that aren't so important can be saved for another time or another day. So then that way it can release the load of you feeling overwhelmed and feeling as if you just, you know, are burdened because you just have so much and you can't really focus on yourself because you just feel overwhelmed with everything that you have to do. And so reflecting on that, and like I said, changing that perspective with you having this conflict between your mind and your heart, moving into that new way of thinking, so that way you can then feel differently and get that organization of your thoughts and your tasks and the things that you have to do on a day-to-day basis, and prioritizing and putting things into perspective as a matter of importance and urgency. And then those things that aren't so important, when you can check off the list of things that you felt like was top priority, you feel good about the day. You feel that you've accomplished what was necessary, and you did the best that you could do that day. And that's what every day is about, is, going back and taking action in the things that you can do, and the things that you can't sit there and dwell on that in the moment, because at that point there's nothing that you can do about it. So it's better for you to just move into this Ace of Cup energy in those aspects, so that way you can put your mind and your emotions on something else, that and be in that creative energy of doing something that you can actually manifest for yourself, and not allowing time to be wasted on things that aren't going to grow and not going to turn into your not going to turn into the things that you desire to manifest. Okay, so that's what the Ten of Wands is about. And so, and once you do that, then you come into this Four of Wands energy. That's all about a foundation, having that stability, and being able to reap the benefits of all of the things that you have created and emotionally invested in, and seeing your ideas turn into physical manifestation, and seeing you overcome obstacles, and not feeling so exhausted from being overburdened and feeling that you have just so much going on that you can't focus on your health and your well-being and the things that are necessary for you to thrive and have the energy to build this foundation and this structure and to be able to manifest and be able to create what it is that you desire, which looks like is, like stability, whether it be, whether it be in the wands of just having that stability in what it is that you need to act on and get accomplished to build a happy home, to build, um, you know, being financially stable and to be able to have, all of those elements be reflected in your everyday lifestyle and just being able to realize like, yes, I made it. And so with you taking your time to balance the mind and the heart, reflect and have a better perspective about the things that you are experiencing, okay, eliminating the things that aren't benefiting your growth and development, and that allowing you to move into the energy of stability because you have a plan, you have structure, you have an emotional balance as well as the balance of all the other elements that is helping you manifest exactly what it is that you desire. Okay, so with that being said, that is our reading. If now I did say that this was also a love reading, so let me see if I can give you a quick summary of this love reading too, because if you guys are here and seeking guidance for your divine masculine or your divine feminine, I see that your counterpart could be going through some emotional instability in regards to whether they want to move forward, if they want to remain single, or if there is a third party situation, if they want to stay in that situation. I feel like there's conflict because they are thinking about you though. They want you, and they know that that's what's going to lead to this Ace of Cups, which is a new love, a new way of a new lover, a new somebody that's going to come in and give them a new perspective about love, because whatever has been weighing on their heart is coming from not being happy with what it is that they're in now, and they're not really feeling, they're not being fulfilled in their current situation, and it's almost like they are losing sleep over it, and they're so conflicted within because of whatever responsibility that they feel they may have to what they've been dealing with, and not wanting to jump headfirst out of the situation, but also feeling like this person that's bringing this Ace of Cups is the direction that they want to go, because they know it's going to bring them what they really want out of love and what they really want, and to have that heart-to-heart connection with. And so, but it's like they don't want to really come right now with all the burdens that they're bringing, like the baggage that they could be bringing with this situation. So it's like it's like, because they're like walking away from this at the moment, but this is temporary. But they are walking away from this Ace of Cups because they don't want to bring any burdens. They don't want to bring any unfinished business into the situation, because they want this. They don't want to bring their old cycle into their new cycle. So walking away for the moment until they're able to sort out these burdens and relieve some of these burdens and be able to have the freedom to really engage in a new beginning with you, and then building that foundation with you. So it's like right now they're conflicted, but they know where they want to be. But because they don't want to bring in the bullshit that they are bringing, that they have going on, that they're being conflicted and whatever they may have going on in the present moment, they're walking away. But in the midst of them walking away, they're sorting out their burdens and they're working through these challenges that they have so they can create a foundation. And they can be and have this happily ever after moment with you, with the true love, and having the happy home and the fertility of, whatever that can be created with you. And that is what they're wanting. So you guys, whoever this resonates with, please share, like, subscribe, and drop a comment below and let me know how you can relate to this message. And I want to wish everybody peace and love, prosperity and abundance.